Many top leaders of India's opposition parties and several journalists have received alerts from the tech giant Apple that their devices were being targeted by state sponsored attackers, whereas government calls snooping claims vague. Welcome to VARINDIA NewsHours. The notification from Apple saying that Apple believes you are being targeted by state sponsored attackers who are trying to remotely compromise the iPhones associated with your Apple ID. These attackers are likely targeting you individually because of who you are or what you do. If your device is compromised by a state sponsored attacker, they may be able to remotely access your sensitive data, communications, or even the camera and microphone. It urges the recipients, while it's possible this is a false alarm, please take this warning seriously. While the language of Apple's warning is identical to what the phone manufacturer has used in the past to alert victims of spyware around the world, the fact that at least 5% in India received the same alert at the same time, which is 11:45 p.m. on October 30th, 2023, suggests those being targeted are part of an India-specific cluster. Opposition leaders across parties from Congress's Shashi Tharoor to AAP's Raghav Chadha to TMC's Madhu Moitro said Tuesday that they had received a threat notification from Apple warning of a potential state-sponsored spyware attack on their iPhones. They hit out at the center and suggested that it was behind the spyware attack attempt. Apple later issued a statement saying it does not attribute the threat notifications to any specific state sponsored attacker. Experts say no phone, neither Android nor iOS, is 100% secured in the era of technology disruption. Both platforms have their own strengths and weaknesses, and both are vulnerable to attack. These threat notifications were enabled by the company in 2021, and since then, such notifications have reportedly been sent to individuals in nearly 150 countries. Apple recommends that you immediately take these actions. Update your iPhone to the latest software version iOS 17.1. If you haven't already, it urges you to always update to the latest software as soon as it's available, as it contains the latest security protections. Let's look into today's headlines. Apple warns opposition MPs about state-sponsored attacks on their iPhones. Over a dozen opposition leaders and journalists received email alerts from tech giant Apple informing them that their digital devices were being targeted by state-sponsored attackers. Following this, the union government said it would launch an investigation into the alerts, though the Minister for Electronics and Information Technology, Ashwini Vaishnaw, described opposition claims of snooping as vague. Prominent opposition leaders posted screenshots of these alerts on social media. Samsung Galaxy devices get auto blocker security tool. Samsung has introduced a new auto blocker security tool for Samsung Galaxy users. The company claims that the tool is designed to keep the Samsung Galaxy devices protected, which is an opt-in package of additional security measures that gives users more choice as they explore the customizations enabled by Samsung Galaxy's open ecosystem. One of AutoBlocker's features is the prevention of app installations from unauthorized sources. Microsoft adds more than 150 new features to Windows 11. Microsoft has begun rolling out the new 2023 update for Windows 11 users. This update introduces over 150 new features to the operating system, including the new generative AI-assisted Copilot, which was previously limited to the Edge web browser. The auto rollout of this update will take place in the coming months. Users on Windows 11 can go to Settings in Windows Update to install the latest version. BlackBerry CEO Chen to retire after a decade at the helm of affairs. BlackBerry CEO Chen is retiring after a decade at the helm of the Canadian technology firm, where he oversaw its pivot from a hardware and devices company to one that focuses on enterprise software. The company has named Richard Lynch, a director on BlackBerry's board, as interim CEO as it searches for a permanent replacement. Chen will also relinquish responsibilities as board chair. Apple discontinuing its popular 13-inch M2 MacBook Pro. Apple is discontinuing the popular 13-inch M2 MacBook Pro with touch bar keyboard. The tech giant also seems to have removed the listing of the 13-inch MacBook Pro, with the MacBook Pro section only showing the newly launched variants. The company also seems to mark the end of the touch bar, which is basically a strip of OLED screen that responds to touch and replaces the keyboard's function row. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to War India magazine. You can download the War India app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for more news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.